All right, guys, we're going to talk about a brand that I know many people have already discovered, and I've had a few on the channel, but every time I get one on, I'm reminded of what value proposition they offer. This is the Dan Henry line of watches, and this one is the 1939 military chrono. There's two different colorways. This one here is sold out. I'll put a link in the description to this page where there's the two colorways, the silver, I think it's like a silver dial one with blue style hands, is still available, and the price is only $220. And I think that is a killer value proposition. This one sold out, I think, relatively quick, and I can see why. It is such a great palette for the different colors used. You know, the gilded tones, the off-white, the red, and then the black dial, all within a really nicely sized chronograph case. So the size of the case is 41 mil, and the lug to lug, you can see those lugs are kind of like, they kind of belly out towards the bottom there. It's pretty cool. The shape of them and everything, they contour out really nice. So lug to lug is 49.2 mil, but like I said, they kind of turn down. It's really nice. 13.5 millimeter thick, but that's including that heavily domed mineral crystal with sapphire coating and anti-reflective coating. So whatever sapphire coating mineral means, it still should be scratch resistant and everything like that. So, and then 22 millimeter lug width. It comes on this black leather strap, which again is Italian leather, has the quick release bars there, and you also have signed hardware. One sewn in leather keeper and then one floating keeper. So, and it does taper down. So matches the watch really good and is very comfortable on wrist. I'll give you a wrist shot here in a moment. But let's finish up with the watch. It's a 50 meter water resist watch, push-pull crown, and then of course you have your oversized, easy to use, chronograph pushers here. I mean, there's more going on here. So it's a 60-minute chronograph. Let's zoom in on the dial so you can look at everything, because it should all be labeled. So you have a few different graphs going on here. Now, I'm not going to use any of these graphs, and I think most people won't, even though we do like our chronographs. But you have the tachometer on the outside with that red ring, and then you have, I think the white one, I believe, is your pulsometer. So I don't know much about them, but I know it's something you can use. And then there's the telemeter too. So that's also, I think, in the gold tone towards the center there. So if you use any of these functions, they are all there, and they're, you can formulate it out. So you can see a really inky black dial. You have the applied gold dots on the odd numbers, and then you have the applied golded or gilded numbers there, and then you have the matching handset that is also gold or gilded. Just a really nice color play with everything. I think this is probably the best looking super affordable chronograph I've ever had on the channel, for sure. So you have a lot of different textures going on in the dial there. There are two sub dials, or also have the circle pattern on there. So, and then just, I love the color play. Mostly brushed case, the bezel is all polished. And then on the back here, you have some more information regarding different charts and graphs and all that good stuff. Also, I'm pretty sure, everything that Dan Henry does is limited edition. It says limited there. And it's also numbered. So this is number 548 of 1939. So there's a bunch of different versions that actually sell out pretty quick. And then on the aftermarket, like if you're going to try to buy one, the price kind of goes up. So I'll give you a sneak peek of what was on wrist. This is the new Aloha GMT 40 mil. I will be doing a video on that pretty soon. So I wore that tonight. But let me give you a wrist shot of this Dan Henry. Super comfortable on wrist. It's going to be lightweight. Stainless steel case, obviously, but with the Miyota, I said it right, Miyota quartz chronograph movement, the 6S21 in there is, it's not a heavy movement. So, but it adds function and affordability. So, and that's really what Dan Henry has created with his brand, is he's offering a bunch of watches that are basically not obtainable now, and he's offering them at like around $200 price points. So it's just killer. So I'm going to reset this here so you can see it doesn't snap back with this particular movement. It's not a mecha quartz, which, everybody stuffs in the mecha quartz. It's actually kind of refreshing to see something different. So, and it's also like a stellar Japanese movement. So when you press it, it does a smooth sweep all the way back. So, and centers perfectly. So great looking watch. So if this is something you guys are interested in, check the link in the description. There's certainly the gray one. There's other Dan Henrys out there. I think when there's home run models that he puts out, I think you have to be kind of quick with acquiring them, is what I'm noticing. But then there's, like this one's sold out, but they still pop up for sale occasionally. When they do, yeah, you just gotta, figure out if it's what you really want and see what kind of price points are out there and just swoop it up. So big thanks to Chris for lending this in. He actually sent in a few different watches. He sent in that Helson I just did, and I got a couple other watches too. But always nice to see some watches that I typically wouldn't see on the channel, and that's really what I'm trying to go toward now. So I don't want to keep revisiting same old watches. I like to explore new stuff. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you on the next video.